Okay guys, so welcome to 12 Apostle Helicopters. My name's Daniel. We're off to see the 12 Apostles, the London Bridge and the Bay of Islands. If you're ready, give yourselves a big wave up the front and we'll get going. Good stuff. So guys, you're going to hear one last horn before we get going. Nothing to be alarmed about, it's just one final check I have to do. Okay guys, so as we cross the coastline today, you're going to see two stacks on your right. These are called Gog and Magog, and they're separate to the Apostles. Guys, there was never 12 Apostles, there was only ever 8. And in 2005, the 8th Apostle fell, leaving us with 7 remaining today. The Apostles originally called the Sow and Piglets until 1950. They changed the name to the Apostles. This is the last Apostle on our right hand side with the green top. Everything from here on out is separate to the Apostles and has its own unique name. Starting with the two on the right there, they're called the Twin Sisters, followed by the Salt and Pepper Shaker and Razorback Ridge. The next along after that is Muttonbird Island. Muttonbird Island gets its name from the thousands of muttonbirds that migrate here each year from Alaska and nest on the island. This point here is called Broken Head. Over to our right we have Baker's Oven. Baker's Oven gets its name from resemblance of an old school wood-fired pizza oven. Next along we have Sentinel Rock. Sentinel Rock is the tallest rock stack in the Port Campbell National Park and it stands at over 200 feet tall. If you have a look on top of the cliff line there, you'll be able to see the Great Ocean Road. Big cars passing by. Gives you a good reference to how large Sentinel Rock actually is. Next over to our right hand side here we have the township of Port Campbell. Port Campbell is home to roughly 500 permanent residents. And in the summer months you can see that swell to 2,000 per night. This next stretch of coastline guys is called 2 Mile Bay. 2 Mile Bay is said to have one of the largest surf breaks in Australia. And from time to time you'll see the surfers out here getting towed in by a jet ski. Up ahead there we have the Arch. Guys, the Arch is large enough to be able to fly this helicopter through, although no one's ever tried it. If you have a look at the base of the Arch there, you'll be able to see a couple of large rocks. One of those large rocks is the size of this helicopter. As we come up to this point here, which is called Point Hess, you'll be able to see a set of stairs that's been carved into the cliff face. This was done by the fishermen back in the day so they could access the water below. And then as we come around the corner, you'll see the famous London Bridge. I'll talk about London Bridge on the way back. Over to our right, guys, we have the grotto. Follow that walking track down, it leads straight down to it. And this stretch of coastline through here is called Newfield Bay. Guys, this is the township of Peterborough. Peterborough is home to roughly 200 permanent residents, and in the summer months, it's used as a holiday hometown. If you have a look at the front of the township there, you'll be able to see a grassed area. This grassed area is actually a golf course which wraps around the front of the township. This next stretch of coastline through here is called the Bay of Martyrs. There's actually some really nice places to go visit the beach through here. Have a look up on the land there, guys, you'll be able to see the Great Ocean Road again. This is where the Great Ocean Road leaves the coastline and heads inland to Warrnambool. It's said that all of the visitors that come visit the 12 Apostles, only 50% of them will come and visit the Bay of Islands. The locals call the Bay of Islands the Sleeping Giants. As you can see why, some of these islands are quite large. There's approximately 24 islands in the bay here. The main camera if you want to give yourselves a big wave again. If you have a look up at the back of the bay there, guys, you'll be able to see a boat ramp. This boat ramp was built for one of the ex-Prime Ministers, Malcolm Fraser. It's said to be one of the steepest boat ramps in the Southern Hemisphere. If you have a look up at the back of the township there, guys, you'll be able to see Curtis River. Where Curtis River meets the ocean, it's called Curtis Inlet. Just off the beach of Newfield Bay here, guys, we have Schomburg Reef. Now we're coming back up to London Bridge. Guys, London Bridge was connected to the mainland until 1990. When it collapsed, seeing two sightseers stranded on the outer portion, which you can see today. I was stranded on there for several hours and had to be rescued by a helicopter which came down from Melbourne. As we get a bit further up ahead, guys, you'll be able to see straight into the bay of Port Campbell. This gives a great view of the township. If you have a look at the bases of these cliffs, you'll be able to see how much erosion is taking place. These cliff lines are eroding around 2 to 5 centimetres per year. Make it one of the fastest eroding coastlines in Australia. As we come back up to Sentinel Rock here, just behind Sentinel Rock we have Horseshoe Cove. Horseshoe Cove's home to a colony of penguins. And they live up in that cave just behind the beach there, which you can see now. Over to our left again, you'll see a Baker's Oven. Just behind Baker's Oven we have Sherbrooke River and Sherbrooke Beach. And now we're coming back up to Muttonbird Island. Muttonbird Island looks very similar to a seahorse or a question mark. And then if you have a look up behind Muttonbird Island, we have Lockhart Gorge. This is where the famous Lockhart ran aground in 1878. Had 54 passengers on board, and of the 54, only 2 survived. Tom Pearce and Eva Carmichael. And they washed up on that beach there, we can see everyone now. And now we're back at the Apostles. Starting with the one with the green top, that's number 1. The next one along with the pointy top is number 2. A little bit further on from that we have a cluster of 4, which is 3, 4, 5 and 6. And then number 7 is the large one up the back. Just in between 6 and 7 we have number 8, which fell in 2005. And then just past the point there we have Gog and Magog, which are separate to the Apostles. And just past Gog and Magog here we have Gibson Steps. As we're going to make our turn here, as we cross the coastline here, you'll be able to get a really good view of the Apostles all lined up on your left hand side.